Before we get into today's topic, let me ask you something. Where are you listening from? Drop it in the comments, and if you've ever asked yourself, is love still worth it? Or, can I find someone after I've already made big mistakes? Then you're in the right place. Maybe you've been married before. Maybe you've loved and lost. Or maybe, like me, you're realizing that love in your 50s doesn't look like the love you chased in your 20s. At 54, after 3 marriages and more self-reflection than I ever thought I'd do, I've come to a realization that might surprise you. I'm not looking for my next wife. I'm preparing to become the kind of man who deserves the love I hope to find. See, when you're young, you think love is about finding the right person. You've got your little checklist. Checkmark, smart checkmark, funny checkmark, attractive checkmark, ambitious checkmark, same hobbies. But love isn't a checklist. It's not a matchmaking algorithm. It's not math. Love is growth. Love is work. Love is who you become in the presence of someone else. And I had to fail 3 times to understand that. Let's start with this. The common denominator in all my failed relationships was me. Not bad luck, not the wrong woman, not timing. Me, my expectations, my emotional readiness, my misunderstanding of what a true partnership requires. Each marriage taught me something valuable, painful but valuable. And here's what I've come to understand about the kind of partner I hope to meet, if God blesses me with another chance at love. 1. She has her own mission. I don't want someone to join my mission. I want someone who's already on her own, not because I want distance, but because I want depth. Justine, my first wife, was a brilliant writer, but somewhere along the way, her dreams got swallowed by mine. It wasn't intentional, but it happened. She became support staff to my ambition, and in the process, her light dimmed. Tula, my second wife, wanted togetherness so badly I slowed down my career to make room for it. But I ended up feeling trapped, and she ended up feeling unloved. Now I realize the most attractive thing about a woman is her fire. I want to support it. I want to witness it. I want to learn from someone building something without me. Because when 2 whole people choose to walk side by side without trying to become each other's entire world, that's love. 2. Love and logistics are not the same thing. You can love someone and still argue about where to live. You can love someone and still disagree on schedules, parenting, money, or boundaries. These are coordination problems, not love problems. But in my past relationships, we made every disagreement feel like a declaration of war. If she said, "You work too much," I heard, "You don't love me." If I chose a business event over dinner, she heard, "Work matters more than I do." That's emotional immaturity. I own that now. Mature love says, "I love you, and I also need certain things to thrive. Let's figure it out together." That's the kind of communication I need now. 3rd, emotional maturity matters. At 54, I know who I am. I've done the work. I know my triggers, my flaws, my patterns, and I need a partner who's done her work too. I'm not looking to fix anyone, and I don't want to be someone else's project either. I want a relationship between 2 adults, emotionally literate, emotionally stable, who can navigate hard conversations without turning them into chaos. That means no emotional blackmail, no drama as communication, no games, just 2 grown-ups who can say, "I'm hurt," or "I need," or "let's figure this out," without burning the house down. 4th, grounded enough to handle public attention. Let me be honest. Being with me means dealing with public life, the spotlight, the comments, the criticism, the unsolicited opinions from strangers who know nothing about your actual heart. Some people get addicted to attention. Some get crushed by it. Some use it as a weapon in the relationship. None of those work. What I need is someone who can say, "I don't care what they think about us. I care what we think about us." Private love, real intimacy, strong boundaries. Our relationship is for us, not the algorithm. 5th, shared values, family, faith, and future. We don't have to worship the same way, but I need someone with a spiritual foundation, someone who believes children are a blessing, Parenting is about preparing kids for life, not protecting them from it. Faith gives life meaning, even when it doesn't give all the answers. I want someone who's thinking long-term, not just about us, but about the world we're shaping, for our kids, for our communities, for whatever comes next. Legacy matters. Values matter. Vision matters. Sixth, intellectual partnership. I don't need a clone. I don't need someone who agrees with me, but I need someone who thinks, someone who reads, who learns, who gets excited about ideas, whether it's about politics, faith, art, business, or what we're watching on Netflix. I want conversation, not just cohabitation. Talk to me, challenge me, teach me something I didn't know yesterday. 7, loving my kids without replacing their moms. Blended families are complicated, and I've seen what happens when a new partner tries too hard to become mom. It creates tension, confusion, and unnecessary drama. I'm looking for someone who can love my children without needing to replace anyone. Someone who respects their mothers, creates her own connection with them, adds peace to the mix, not pressure. That takes real maturity and a secure sense of self. 8, she enjoys her own company. This might sound small, but it's everything. I want someone who can be alone and still feel whole. Not someone who needs constant attention. Not someone who feels abandoned when I'm focused. Not someone who panics in stillness, but someone who loves her own solitude, who fills her own cup, who isn't waiting for a man to make her life feel full. Closing thoughts. So if you're watching this and you're single at 35, 45, 55, if you've been through divorce, disappointment, heartbreak, let me tell you something. You are not disqualified from love. You are wiser now, clearer, stronger, more aware of what matters and what doesn't. Stop asking, where is the right person? Start asking, am I becoming someone worth finding? Drop a comment. What's one lesson you've learned about love the hard way? Like if you resonated with any part of this. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today. Subscribe for more conversations like this. Thanks for being here. And remember, love isn't found. It's built by becoming.